Wait a minute. How did this happen? We're smarter than this.
Apparently not. I say patience.
Patience.
Yes.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi, directed by Rian Johnson, is the 8th film in the main Star Wars saga and the 2nd installment of the sequel trilogy. We pick up straight away where we left off with The Force Awakens, as the trainee Jedi Rey, played by Daisy Ridley, is seeking out the guidance and teachings of the old and isolated Luke Skywalker, while Finn and Poe, played by John Boyega and Oscar Isaac respectively, team up with new character Rose, played by Kelly Marie Tran, to help the Resistance get out of the galactic quagmire they found themselves in against the evil military dictatorship, the First Order. I think there'll always be hype surrounding the release of a Star Wars film, and The Last Jedi was no exception. For me, The Force Awakens was the solid first act of the new trilogy, really recapturing the magic of the originals, with J.J. Abrams directing and structural similarities to the franchise's 4th installment, A New Hope. So going in, I was definitely keen to see if The Last Jedi would continue the tradition in the vein of The Empire Strikes Back, or break away with something different. And the result was somewhat mixed. It has shades of both Empire and its sequel, The Return of the Jedi, but as a second act it doesn't seem to have as much dramatic impact, as one of the biggest themes it explores is failure. And it's fitting, because you could say that this film sort of ends where it begins, with pretty much everyone getting either nowhere with character or goals, or just reaffirming what we already know. The Resistance is still the dwindling, scrappy underdog of the galaxy, Rey is a Jedi, and Adam Driver's Kylo Ren is the big bad. And this may be frustrating for viewers who were expecting sweeping change in this installment, myself included. And it's also quite long in its pacing, with the Rey plot, the Poe plot, and the Finn and Rose plot all feeling so disconnected and meandering, yet so together. In fact, I think the Finn and Rose plot could have been dropped altogether and the film would have been better for it. Not to mention the fact that Rose as a character is both dramatically and emotionally lackluster. But it's not all bad. This is Star Wars after all, and just being able to spend time in this world is exciting. Not to mention visually stunning, as Rian Johnson not only chooses to shoot in fantastical sets and locations, but his use of colour is vibrant and memorable. But moreover, I did really enjoy seeing Luke Skywalker again. And while I'm not necessarily sold on the reasons for him becoming a hermit, I really enjoy a Luke that turns into Yoda on both a story level and a thematic one, as through him the film really opens to the broader implications of the Force and the exploration of its moral implications with the Jedi and in general. Star Wars is finally telling us that there's more than the dark and the light side, and I love it. And finally, while I feel that the exploration of Rey was just okay, the film delved into the motivation and background of Kylo Ren in a big way, definitely clearing up some big question marks established in Force Awakens, although some of the other payoffs were not as satisfying, but what are you going to do? So there you go. I really do feel that this Star Wars film gets better on repeat viewings, but that's not a requirement. Nonetheless, you feel the passion here, and the desire to do new things with old ideas. So go see it.